Welcome to this week's episode, everyone. We hope you don't mind us taking a moment before we dive into the podcast to honour a member of the brass banding community who has sadly passed away recently. Pedder Roberts has not only been a highly valued member of the Royal Buckley Town Band family, but also played an active role in North Wales banding as a whole. We want to send our condolences to Pedder's family and friends and anyone else who had the privilege to know him. The Monkeys will certainly miss Pedder's enthusiasm for all things brass banding, and we hope he's still making music somewhere. Hey guys, how you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Good.
All good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, folks, it's a quick one tonight. We're just carrying on from our last podcast, which is a couple of weeks ago now, and it's part 2 with the continuation of the interview with Colin Sneade and Doug Hayter. So I hope you enjoy. Right, here we are again. Doug, we're joined again by our renowned guests, Mr. Colin Sneade and Douglas Hayter, for part 2.
Wonderful. I can't wait, to be honest with you, because I thought part 1 was outstanding.
Well, it was all right, but you kept talking about trombones, so...
It's good to be back.
Me and Cole were left out in the cold.
Natural.
So long since we've seen you.
Yeah, it is. It's at least a couple of band practices, isn't it?
Hey.
So, I mean, tonight we're going to focus on brass banding. And obviously we've talked about, your careers, and we touched a bit on Cole's, but I'm sure we'll dip over into it, into the brass banding world. So for me, I mean, I'm a bit biased, but I am so pleased you're in our band, and doing such a great job, even though Mr. Hayter's on a trombone, but he sounds pretty all right. But I mean, it's made such a difference. And I think, a lot of the band players would say that as well. That's not just me saying that.
We're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good. I enjoy it.
And that's the key thing, isn't it? Is to enjoy it, isn't it? Because it is hard work at times, isn't it? When you're trying to get here after a hard day.
Hey, it's a good bunch of people to be with.
It is.
That's good. That's good. Okay.
To be honest, I think, when a band receives 2 players, really, that have got your experience, it just elevates the standard of playing, and it makes everybody else around the stand enjoy it more, and
it also makes them up the game a bit, doesn't it, I think?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I would say. I want to take you two back to your first contest with us.
Oh, right.
Aeronauts.
I remember it well, yeah, the Aeronauts. Yeah.
So I know a certain Mr. Sneade was a bit upset when the results came in. Because I thought, didn't you feel we played it?
We played it better than
from
what I heard.
Where did we come? Was it 3rd?
7th.
So, that was the 7th one.
Yeah.
Dear, yes.
Yeah, that was it was the first Welsh area one, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was quite shocked from what I'd heard. Perhaps it was my ears. They were not as good as I hoped they'd be, but I thought we played much better than the 7th position.
Yeah, I think we all came off the stage and felt we played it.
I thought it was a good performance.
Yeah. And that's the joy of brass banding contests, I think, or not the joy, so to speak.
Yeah.
I think we did warn you about this, didn't we, before you stepped on the stage? That you could play, you could be the best band on the stage in the day, and you don't come anywhere. And then it's frustrating but rewarding at the same time. If that makes any sense, I don't know.
Yeah, I think probably I'd be more. I don't know. Not upset. That's not the word. Disappointed with the Pilgrim's Progress year, because I thought we played really well.
Was that was in the area as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we were 8th in that, I think.
Yeah. Both strange results, and it is unusual to come off the stage and have that feeling that in general you always get a few slips. Yeah. I think with any test piece, because it is just that one chance on the day. But to come off and, generally most people in the band saying we really did a good performance there.
Well, we had people in the audience come up to us as well, didn't we, saying...
Yeah, we did.
But I suppose that is contesting, really, isn't it?
It is, yeah. You can't win them all, as they say. But I think in general, I think it's good that both Colin and Doug are still here with the Royal Buckley Brass Band, because let's face it, if that journey down to Swansea doesn't put you off, I don't think anything will.
It's getting all political now. It's getting all political.
I do like to mention that, because I've always felt, it's very unfair that the North Walian bands always have to travel down there, and I just think it's fundamentally wrong, But
well, we are working on it as monkeys, aren't we?
Yeah.
To try and actually put some pressure on and try and make it a bit fairer. But what about your experience of it then, Doug H?
So having never done contesting bands before, it's interesting. All my playing has been for the joy of music.
Yeah.
I play several instruments just because I enjoy music. I enjoy playing with other musicians, and the whole work up to the contest. Yeah, some bits of it are boring. Keep doing the same bits over, but actually to hear the band get better and to hear people listening to each other and the great sound we make at the end of it. I think we won whether we come first or last. I think the fact that we've played together and we've played music that felt good to us. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good point. Yeah,
it's a good way to look at it, isn't it? And was it Kath's first contest as well?
No, she did. The Pilgrim's Progress was the first one.
Right. Okay.
She joined
after that.
Yeah.
After that. I couldn't remember. I mean, it's ages ago now. I've slept since then. Really? But I mean, the idea of, I mean, some people love contests, don't they? And some people don't. And some people go to pieces at contests, and some people don't. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's been in mine and Doug's blood since the beginning of banding, really. And we've always known it, haven't we, Doug?
We have, really. Just, I think the first one that I can remember was playing in a nice Stedford, with the school band, and again, it is a form of contesting, and then obviously with the Flint band, the junior band, we used to enter a few competitions, and it gets into the blood in the end, I think, and you can't stay away from it.
I do feel like what you said though, Doug, it's a hard slog, isn't it?
I was going to say, I suppose perhaps it's because that's where I come into contesting from, is just from that we're making good music together. That actually, for me, I don't find there to be much pressure on a contest, because I'm not there to win. I'm there to just play the good music that I can with my friends, like I would normally.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. To be honest,
definitely.
Do you feel the same?
I funnily enough, with the Aeronauts, I enjoyed the rehearsals up to it, because it was making me sort of focus more, and which is what I needed to do, to really focus on the music. And the same with the Pilgrim's Progress, that was a bit harder, but it meant you could focus. But it was, I loved it when we were taking it to pieces like that.
Yeah, chance to improve our playing.
Yes,
we work together during the practice so we play our best, which means it gives you things to work at, so your own playing improves. But then, like I say, then the contest, or whether it's a contest or a concert, to me, that's the same thing. I just want to play my best then with everybody else, whether... the pressure.
It certainly does. I think it certainly does raise the standard of playing in contests. I remember many years ago playing with Norfolk Band, and I got it in my mind, really, that every piece that came on the stand, every piece of music, which after all that's what it is, I used to say to myself, well, if it's got an accent on it or a dot on the note, and, everything must be done. It's not just good enough to just play the notes. And so all of a sudden, that contest mindset, if you like, you're using for every piece you play. And of course, that can only improve your playing, really.
I mean, it's that, using a cliche word, the devil's in the detail, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And music
you've got to play the music.
Yeah, it's a language, isn't it?
Yeah. If you learn the notes well enough, then you can enjoy it as a piece of music. Once you've learned to play it, then you can start listening to each other, and that's what makes music. And it's about listening to each other as a band. You know, we need to play. I think going back to my childhood, some of my favourite playing was the records I used to listen to was of the Philip Jones Brass Ensemble.
Oh, wow!
Just because being a small ensemble, you hear every individual part, but they all slot together. Yeah. And I think that's what I like, is music that slots together, that we start listening to each other. As much as, it's important to have a conductor in the middle, if we use our ears, you know, then the conductor's job suddenly becomes easier because we're listening to what each other's doing and we're playing the same style, you know, in various ways.
James Shepherd Versatile Brass for me.
Oh yes, their record as well. Yes.
Yeah. For me, because I used to go on. Well, I was fortunate enough to go on holiday there quite a few times to visit an uncle and an aunt. It was Canadian brass.
Canadian brass ensemble. Yes, definitely. And these days, you know, obviously Monozzle brass.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. It's just.
And that's about, again, entertainment. You know, some of their playing, if you play in the tone of what they play sometimes, if you play that in the middle of a brass band, you think, that sounds horrible. But actually, because it's the style of the music, that's what it needs to be. And they play that style together in context,
Yeah. So, at the moment, we're doing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Context and style. It's about how we play it. Yeah.
And, you know... It's very cleverly written, isn't it? I think
it is.
You know, looking at.
I'm enjoying it.
When we first got it out, I thought, oh, God, I'm not sure about this. But the more and more I get into it and listen to the sounds that a band's making, I'm quite enjoying it, I must say.
Yeah.
Jen's the same. Jen thought, I'm not going to enjoy this, but she's now enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm hoping we're going to do a good show of it, and I'm sure we've definitely got the band to do it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it's just actually getting those points together, isn't it?
Yeah, there's certainly some fun parts within that piece, isn't there?
Yeah.
Some fun parts to play.
So I suppose leading on from that, what you just said about just playing music, Doug, I don't suppose you mind whether it's contest or concerts?
No, I don't mind either. Like say, from a younger age, my school was very much, it was a comprehensive school. They built a new music block, and it was all about music. So we had steel drums there, we had sitars, we had guitars, we had everything. And you were given a chance as a musician to play everything. So I've learnt so many different instruments. And it's, like I say, it's not... I enjoy playing bass trombone. It's my best, and I really enjoy that. But actually, if I'm playing another instrument... If I'm playing it with someone else, it's just different.
Different sounds.
I find that, you know, at the church where we play, I end up having to play keyboard. I'm not a keyboard player, but at times I'm there on my own, and I just sort of think, if there's one other musician just to play with, it's a totally different feeling.
Yeah.
And it's that blending together, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Col? Contests or concerts or both, or...?
I must admit, I edge towards the contests.
Really?
Yeah.
So you got the bug.
It's the fact that it's a challenge for me.
Yeah.
So for me to focus and improve my technique even more and try to keep going what's gradually disappearing, and it for me, I really enjoy it. And when you play through the piece, and then you do the work on it, then you play through it again. You say, oh yeah, I can hear the difference.
And I think it's fair to say this piece has got some interesting bit for...
Oh, it has.
For basses, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You know...
the opening.
Yeah, the opening's really...
That's going to test a lot of hands.
It's so quiet one moment, and then all hell breaks loose. Yeah. And then you've got to make sure that you don't basically overdo it, I find, anyway, on my solo trombone part. You know, you've got to be careful that you don't overdo it, because suddenly you're back down to a quiet level with long sustained notes, and you've got to really concentrate on keeping that in tune. So it's
there's a lot of control in this.
There is.
I mean, I've been saying to you many times though, Doug, P is for piano, not powerful.
But I'll have to write that in my book.
I think you need to. But I mean, you know, moving on from the area, you know, do you feel you've it's a bit unfair question, really, but I suppose I'm going to ask it anyway.
Go for it.
Do you feel you're actually part of a family at Buckley?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because I mean, you definitely are.
Yeah.
And
I'm relieved that you said that, Richard.
we have a word. We have a word in the Salvation Army, and it's called fellowship.
Right.
And that's where, and Buckley is a great example of fellowship.
Yeah.
They look after we look after each other.
Yeah, and I think it has. It's got a good vibe to it, hasn't it? And I always say one of the biggest things that's impressed me, and I've been in a few bands, is the way the community like the band, the way they support the band.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in a band that's ever been supported like they have in Buckley.
No, very good.
They really appreciate their band, Yeah. And I know, every year we do the Buckley Jubilee and stuff, but I mean, they're all out cheering us, and I don't think it's just because they're out. I think it's a genuine thing. Yeah. At Christmas time as well, they support us so well.
Oh yeah.
And I think concert-wise, it's always wonderful to have a big audience there, and you can tell that they really do appreciate listening to the band,
And I suppose that's coming back to banding generally, it's a community thing, isn't it? I would still say it's still a community thing, but we're losing lots of things in modern life.
Oh,
I think.
we are.
But I think without getting too political and getting too, I don't know. Yeah, I think that for me, that's one of the reasons why me, Doug, and Steve are doing this, because we want to try and promote banding again, get youngsters into the band, and get people to,
What one of my highlights, I've got to say it, is when Lord Barry comes. And he gives his speech.
Oh, we love Lord Barry.
I could listen to Lord Barry all night.
Yeah. He's got that enthusiasm, hasn't he? A genuine love of the band, definitely, and it really comes across when he does speak. Yeah.
If all politicians were like him today, we wouldn't be in the mess we're in.
Yeah. I agree with that. Have you known him long?
No,
I've known him all my working life.
Have you? Oh.
Yeah, I've known him from when I started as a photographer from a very, very young age.
Yeah.
And he's never changed.
No.
Is he as passionate about everything?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm slightly biased, but definitely one of the best MPs we've ever had around here.
Oh, yeah. D-side in Ireland for quite many years, wasn't he?
But I think it's nice. We have a community here, don't we? And it's nice, and it's nice to welcome players in, and we have a lot of people who come and just have a blow, and they always seem to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a nice vibe, and long may it continue.
Oh, well, I think, it's quite humorous as well.
Yeah, it's a good bunch with it.
Yeah.
But getting back to the serious stuff.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Onto the music, because we're all getting we'll be all welling up soon,
yeah.
won't we? But getting on to the serious stuff, I want to ask you a few questions about music, really. So I know we talked in the first part about the great Salvation composers and stuff, and some of the music. Is there a brass band piece that you like that isn't a Salvation Army piece?
Well, Resurgam was originally not a Salvation Army piece.
Right, okay.
Resurgam became a Salvation Army piece. Because Eric Ball wanted it to be. Because it's got a great deal of spiritual message within Resurgam, which if you explained it, you would play it so much better. Mm-hmm. So Resurgam, I'm thinking of the other. I'm trying to think about this is Journey into Freedom.
All right, okay.
That's a cracking piece. And I like the Pilgrim's Progress.
Yeah.
I would say
what
for
about you, Mr. H?
Well, going back to, again, my childhood, listening to CDs and things, I always used to love, I suppose once I went on to bass trombone, Black Type playing Oberon.
Oh, okay.
Some gorgeous bass trombone sounds during that. And it's just sort of like, that was my aim.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Oberon, great overture.
Not that I know that I've heard it. I might have heard it subconsciously.
Yeah, there's Liszt's Hungarian Rhapsody played by Black Dyke.
Again, yes. I think that was on the same CD that I had, or probably on the same cassette tape in those days. Yes.
I remember cassette
Played
tapes,
it in my car all the way, going everywhere.
So, what about something that we've played in Buckley that you like that isn't a Salvation Army piece?
Oh,
that's putting you on the spot, isn't it?
No, there's I've enjoyed lots. Valero. Really enjoy
Bolero's
Bolero.
Yeah, enjoy Bolero.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it?
And that arranged with the lighter shade of pale.
Oh, you like that, do you?
Oh yeah. I can remember we played it at some garden fete somewhere, and Steve couldn't make it, and we got Alice Newbold to come and play.
Oh, right, okay.
And when she played that solo bit, I had to stop playing.
Really?
It was just, what a fantastic sound!
Mm.
I was stunned. I just sat back in my chair and thought, what on earth is that?
Mm.
And that was just fun. Yeah. So there's all lots of little pieces we play.
Yeah, I like the Welsh hymn.
Oh yeah,
That's beautiful. That we did a good job of that on the Eisteddfod, but unfortunately I can't find a recording of it. Some of the other pieces, Frolic for Trombones, it's readily available.
Here goes it.
But
Hit the mute button.
I'm not surprised they kept that bit.
oh, maybe
The mute button.
that's it, Doug. They just kept the best selection.
Yeah. So, anything for you?
Nothing particularly. I like. So for me, I'm more of I enjoy composing music, so I like the cleverness of the arrangements and just different parts out of pieces. I like just sort of way the composers knitted bits together and that sort of.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of test pieces, modern test pieces, are bits and pieces from other things, aren't they? And you think, oh, I've heard that before. Where have I heard that?
Yeah, it seems familiar at times, doesn't it? But
yeah, it's interesting. You know, I mean, some of the modern music's good, isn't it? There's a piece. I don't think we've played it here. I think it's Gareth Wood. 5 Blooms in a Welsh Garden, I think it's called. And that's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not easy to play, but you know, it's an interesting piece. I'm not sure if we played it here. I don't think we have. But I think, you know, I mean, going on to, I suppose we talked about some of your favourite composers. We're going to get onto Doug's question about
basically, the pair of you, really, I'll put this to, but in the Salvation Army bands, you know, or the traditional brass bands, have you ever had a conductor that you thought, now, he is easy to follow?
Yeah.
You can just see from his guidance, if you like, every beat, and they just walk into that band room, and the level of playing goes up 10 notches because they're just, you know they're right.
Yeah.
So they give you that much confidence as a player that your playing just lifts.
Yeah, I was going to say, for me, certainly, I have to say Steve Cobb. Privileged, Hendon was just down the road where he lived, and he conducted Hendon's Salvation Army Band, but done various Cobham music schools, and to play under Steve Cobb, it's sort of like just the smallest movement, and I think, you know, and I'd done quite a bit of playing by the time I got into the A band at Cobham music schools, and I played under various players and thought I was reasonably good, but there's certain times when playing under Steve Cobb and he just gives you that look just out the corner of your eye and think, oh, quieter here, and it's just those so slight movements, but you know exactly what he wants from you.
But all the top conductors have got that, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've got that.
And such precision in where you know exactly where you are throughout the bar all the time.
Can I just ask you, Doug, was he always a brass band conductor, or did he have any orchestral experience? And the reason I ask that is that recently we've had a guest on that learned how to conduct a brass band first, shall we say, and then they went over to orchestral conducting, and he said it was almost like learning again, but he learned so much more from that experience. And I know you've got a much wider variety of instrumentation in an orchestra compared to a brass band, but he said, now when I conduct a brass band, I can use different techniques that I learned with the orchestral side of things
to create colour,
and I can indicate to them certain things, and it's made it a lot easier, really.
So Steve Cobb, I think, correct, I'm probably wrong on this, but he was a peripatetic in
Brent,
Hendon,
I think.
in Brent and Hendon, that sort of area. He was a peripatetic teacher, school teacher. So he went round. He was, I think, head of peripatetic or something in the area.
He was head of brass, wasn't he?
Head of brass.
Oh, yeah.
So he's obviously conducted various school different things, but he was a phenomenal cornet player, absolutely phenomenal cornet player. And then to take that straight over on,
you can't hold that against him, Doug. You know.
Yeah, and his dad, Roland Cobb, was also a phenomenal cornet player. It's sort of
Yeah.
Can you just say that again? What was that you're saying about cornet players?
Strangely phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Well, strangely phenomenal.
I think, and again, that highlights for me. I don't suppose I've really realised before. You know, the privilege of growing up where I did, with so many fantastic musicians around me. Yeah, that was such a privilege, and that's obviously what's brought me to where I am now in my playing. It's without that inspiration,
it's rubbed off, hasn't it? And you know, you learn, don't you, with any new conductor, you can always pick up something. And
I'm trying to think of the conductor, because I thought of 2, then I suddenly gone up to 5 conductors I played. The first one was probably in the when I played in the senior band, which is not the YP band, the senior band in Southport, was Jeff Downey, who was in fact my brother-in-law's father. Sorry, he used to be a fantastic euphonium player at Newcastle Temple years ago, and then had the privilege of playing under Don Manning at Kettering. He's gone down in the annals of Salvation Army history, a fantastic band trainer. There's him. There's Gav Lamplow, who's at Birmingham Citadel, who you can tell exactly what he wants, when he wants. He's got a band of 65.
Wow.
It's a huge one. And then the 2, Eric Ball, is probably the most descriptive of conductors that I've played under. Again, how he conducted, how he not just inspired the music, how he what's the word I'm looking for?
Got everyone involved, I suppose.
Yeah, it's interpreted.
Yeah.
How he interpreted his own pieces that he was conducting was fantastic. And Leslie Condon, who I think if this band played something like Call of the Righteous, that would be a good piece to play. If you've never heard of that.
No, it's obviously Salvation Army pieces.
It is.
Starts off with the cornet.
All the cornets.
All the cornets on their own, in unison.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Doing a sort of
a
tricky fanfare. I'll see if we can.
It's probably in the library already. I wouldn't be surprised if it's already in the library.
It's probably in our library, isn't it? I mean, Doug was talking about, obviously before we were talking about the conductor, he was talking about Russell Gray.
Oh, yeah.
Who we had on the podcast. And it was really interesting what he was saying about when he went over to orchestral conducting. Yeah. And, I mean, Russell Gray is one of my cornet heroes, you know, fantastic player. And it's interesting that what he was saying about it, like Doug said, how he found it so different, but it's actually informed the way he conducts now.
Yeah,
and it conducts brass bands as well. So I suppose between us, I've been under some interesting conductors, played under some interesting conductors at the time, and we've all done it, I think. But
I think the hardest conductor to follow is often an orchestral conductor, just because
we're wavy and flouncy.
Very much sort of like, where's your beat?
It is. Yeah.
But it's funny because I helped out with Wrexham Orchestra a while ago, and the fact is, I'm already good at counting bars anyway. But he was very, very wavy all over the place.
Yeah.
Thinking, what's he doing? But it is interesting. I was going to ask you, Col, about you playing in orchestras and stuff. And what do you prefer, orchestras or bands?
That's a difficult. At one time, would have been orchestras because it's a different. it's a different animal.
It's a smaller ensemble where there's just the tuba on its own, normally just one tuba, and 3 trombones, and I found that with orchestra it's the same. In that sort of like,
but as tuba, you have to balance with the trombones as the sort of 4th trombone, and sometimes you're the 5th horn, because in some Bruckner pieces like that, you've got to really balance out and decide where you are. But I enjoyed orchestral playing.
But now you're a convert, yeah?
Well, yeah, I'm not getting much orchestral playing now, to be honest. And brass ensemble, I was doing that up until recently, till they pulled the funding on it at Nottingham University.
Yeah.
So that was always a good
one to go.
Oh yeah, it kept you on your toes.
Well, it's been great, hasn't it? I mean, we could talk all night.
We could.
Yeah, we could. I'm sure we could, actually, yeah.
So, I want to say thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
It's been really great to listen to you and talk about stuff. And like I said, I'm sure you can tell us tons of more stuff. But unfortunately, we only go out every other week. It would be next Christmas. But it's been really, really great to talk to you. And a big thank you from me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, certainly. And I think Steve's kind of loved listening to this one, isn't he?
Yeah. But thanks again, guys. And I suppose we'll see you at a band, won't we?
Band practice, yeah.
So, well, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too. Really good.
It was really interesting to hear the Salvation Army perspective.
It was indeed. And of course, it was great to hear how they're getting on with banding now, which they're quite enjoying. So there you go. There you go, folks. So join us in a couple of weeks' time, and we've got a special guest who's coming on board for an interview. So we'll see you then. So it's a bye from me.
And a bye from me.
And goodbye.